We'll start with you, I guess. Instead of the last 5 minutes, Saturday was the first 5 minutes tonight. Yeah. But after that, I mean, that's about as good as you guys can play.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we came out a little bit sluggish, not focused, as Coach would say, and you know, sometimes it's hard to get up. It's a Wednesday. We've been playing back-to-back games every single Wednesday and Saturday, and so sometimes that's a little bit expected. But you could see right after the media timeout, we got with it. You know, we got yelled at a little bit, and so I was like, "Okay, let's go time." Our defense is always there. It was just our offense. We needed to focus on shooting the ball and shooting the ball well, and so I'm really proud that, you know, it was just those 5 minutes and not anything in the second half. So that was really awesome to see that we could finish out a whole second half like that.
Would you guys feel like was maybe the biggest change between the first time around and when you played them and this time? I know it's been a while, but what do you feel like might have been the biggest difference?
I think we were just more mentally ready. I mean, we came back from break the first time. It was our first game. We were just mentally prepared, and we knew what we had to do, and we executed our game plan.
Taylor, for you, it's been kind of a couple, like, not so great games. To hit that first shot tonight, was that kind of big for you to kind of get you rolling tonight?
Yeah, I've kind of been struggling shooting, and just to get that confidence back up is really good. And everyone else shot great too, so it helps to keep it rolling.
Did you guys feel like when you started hitting those threes that they just couldn't defend you in their zone, and that you guys were just gonna keep hitting those if they stayed in that? It seemed like you kind of forced them out of their zone defense a little bit.
Got that tea.
Yeah, like we were taking shots that they were giving us those three, so like we just took them, like we were taking the shots that they were giving us.
Tijana, you're the latest in the line, and kids coming off the bench, haven't played in a while, and it looks like you haven't skipped a beat. I guess, how hard has that been, and how much easy has it been just to kind of get right into the flow of these games?
Yeah, it was hard, but like Coach was always telling, like, you have to keep working because you never know, like, when you're being called upon. So like we're just like working hard and waiting for the opportunity to come.
You look like you're not even hesitant shooting. I mean, is that the mantra of a shooter? The shooter's got to shoot.
Yeah.
I guess just talk about that. I mean, just being ready, being open, and having the confidence to shoot it when you are open.
Exactly.
I guess. Talk about this one as compared to last one. Where does this one rank? I mean, you guys were up by 27 at one point here. Do you guys feel like this is as good as you guys have played maybe over a 2-game stretch?
Yeah, this game was one that's like for basically 35 minutes where we played just solid. The first 5 minutes was a letdown, and then the next 35 was just a solid, very consistent, and so that was really nice to see. For the past 2 games, it was really, really nice to see that we could put together 2 games like that, and hopefully we can carry that into San Jose. You know, we always play well at home. I always say that, and so we have to carry that on to the road and hopefully get another W down there and compete and shoot like we have back home.
When you guys went on that 20-0 run, did you realize quite how long it was while it was happening, or did you just kind of look up and see what the score is all of a sudden?
Yeah, sometimes I don't even really realize. We're just like getting in a flow, and it's just more fun than anything. Sometimes I forget to look at the score, and our defense takes care of a lot of that. And this game we didn't foul as much, which was nice to see. We gave up too many points at the free throw line against UNLV, and so to hold the team to 45 points, 50 points, that's really, really, really good. And Coach said, this is the first time we've scored 70 this year, and so we're all pretty excited. We're like, whoa, that's so cool, a new record.
Taylor, Liv mentioned you're on the road now for a week straight. You got 2 big ones, and obviously they're big now at the end of the year. I guess just talk about going on the road. You guys have played better on the road this year than you have. Just what does this team need to do on the road this next week to at least get some success on the road?
Yeah, I think we just got to keep it rolling mentally and physically, taking care of our bodies. Like you said, it's the end of the conference. We've got to take care of ourselves physically and just make sure we execute our game plans. It all comes down to scouting, and our coaches do a great job with that, so we just got to get that done.
I know San Jose is not an easy place to play. There's going to be 500 people there. I guess, do you got to bring your own emotion to that game a little bit?
Definitely, we got to bring our own energy. Helps defensively to start out. Last year we kind of struggled playing there. Just any away game, we got to bring ourselves up.
with the way you guys have been shooting from three in the first half these last few games, does that give you confidence down the stretch that that's something you guys can rely on when you need to?
Yeah, I think that we're shooting tremendously from three over the past few games, and at the beginning of the year, me personally, I was really struggling. Every time I caught the ball, I wasn't sure. I was like, please go in, and I think that's how a lot of us were back at the beginning of conference. We were wishing for the ball to go in, and now you can see Marta, Tijana, Taylor, myself, Natalie, we feel confident that the ball is going to go in, and I feel confident in my teammates that's going to go in, and sometimes I feel too confident that I don't go rebound, so I need to get that back in my mind. I still have to go rebound, even though I think they're going to make the shot.